Did not plan on doing this, but we got a lot of crap to talk about, so might as well do it. It's the return of Shooting the Breeze. Episode 57 to be exact. The first one in like 2 months. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so might as well go ahead and get it on. We're going to play some Fall Guys. I played some Fall Guys the other day during my Elimination Chamber prediction, so we're going to continue that trend. But the Elimination Chamber event happened. And I don't like doing modern pay-per-view reviews because I like to just watch the shows and enjoy them without having to take notes and having to pay extra close attention, you know. So tonight was one of those occasions, and we had a lot of noteworthy stuff happen. The main thing is probably the title of this video, talk about John Cena turning heel, which is insane. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on it. I will admit that a lot of this video is going to be me theorizing and not talk about the actual stuff that we have seen. It has also been insane that the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the Elimination Chamber premium live event, has more people talking than the Royal Rumble, which I'm trying to really think that this might be the first time that this... It definitely was not the case last year. The Elimination Chamber was extremely weird last year, especially it being like early in the morning in Australia. But nothing that crazy happened. The year prior was Roman and Sammy, but Roman and Sammy at the Rumble had that crazy moment where Sammy hit him with the chair, and so more people really were kind of talking about that than the match itself. I'd have to like really think about it, but point being, this is something that is also like legitimately history making, and we didn't really think we would ever see in John Cena turning heel. Now, I will say the moment itself, I'm not going to say it was funny, and I was like laughing, but the fact that Travis Scott was there, shout out Travis Scott, I like Travis Scott. I don't think he knew what the hell was going on, if we're just being honest. He was beating the hell out of Cody. We would imagine that he was supposed to hold Cody down, and he didn't even do that, and so Cena and Rock are like trying to hit him with the belt, and that's just... That visual is very funny, but you're also trying to like process what the hell is going on. Now, there's obviously a lot of things that I am processing and thinking in my mind, and a lot of it, again, doesn't even really have to deal with the moment itself. Thing one, I don't know if I got hit by that or someone grabbed me. Thing one, and this is the main thing that I don't think anyone is talking about. Why does The Rock seemingly want nothing to do with Roman Reigns? Like last year, we were fantasizing and wanting this Roman versus Rock match, and we were anticipating that this time now we would be building to Roman versus Rock, and that's not across anybody's mind right now, and it's especially not across anybody's mind that we'll ever get that match. Like, how the hell did we get to that point? And I'm going to blame The Rock for it. You know, if I had to point a finger, I'm going to point it at The Rock. But I think that's insane. Cena turning heel, I will admit, makes this matchup between him and Cody at Mania must-see. It makes it a lot better, and it makes me a lot more interested than for the next month and a half them being, oh, I respect you, but I need the title. Because that's what we're now. You don't know what the hell we're going to see and what route we're going to go, because like we haven't seen a heel Cena. I'll also say that Cody's getting what he wants, because he is taught that he wants to stay a face and be the face of the company, very much like Cena was for the past 20 years. So Cody is getting what he wants. Now, personally, I'm not getting what I want. I wanted CM Punk in the main event at WrestleMania, because he's talked about it, wanting it so much. We were very close to getting it last year, and I would imagine we were kind of close to getting it this year. I do terrible on this level every time. And there's still a chance that we get Punk in the Mania main event, but it's going to be in a triple threat. And if y'all remember me saying this last year, which you probably don't, but I will repeat it because I imagine I'm going to have to repeat it a lot. The route we're going is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. Now, I don't even really know if that's worthy of a Mania main event. Like, the participants involved are definitely Mania main event caliber guys. But you're going to have 4 world title matches. If you're going to tell me that, I won't lie. Bianca versus Rhea, if they did that as the Mania Night 1 main event, I'm not even that against it. And again, we might be going down the route of a triple threat for that women's title with Io Sky involved, which I love Io, so I ain't going to complain about it. And it's kind of the modern era of NXT women. That's the best way that I put it. Because we have the horsewomen era in NXT, then we have the post-horsewoman era, and then we got the era that we got now, where they are that middle era, and it's kind of would be like a shining moment for them. And again, we could just legitimately get Bianca versus Rhea, which is, again, kind of that case, and, you know, would have been a better fitting Mania main event last year because they were on the 2K24 cover with one another, but can't go back in time to change that. And there's a lot of things to theorize with Bianca and whatnot, and the return of Jade Cargill and the way that went all about, because before the cage door was shut, Jade saw her opportunity and attacked Naomi, and we're all supposed to suspect that Naomi is the one that attacked Jade. Now, this is kind of the thing that I have the most, like, theories about and the most questions about, because legitimately we don't know what route that they can and will go down with this. And a lot of people are already putting their theories to the test. So, I'm going to share... people think that it was Bianca. And the reason that I'm saying that they're saying that, mainly they're saying that, is that when Jade came out and got into the ring, Bianca took her jacket off. Which, I don't really understand why she didn't do that beforehand, but a lot of people are like, interpreted it as, oh, Bianca was preparing to fight Jade. And the moment that she saw that wasn't the case, she overreacted. Which, if that's the case, fine and dandy. Again, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, I don't really understand why she didn't just take the damn jacket off to begin with, because she was going to have to compete. Which is interesting. The main thing, and this is my, like, theory, is, like, if Naomi was the one to attack her, why the hell did she not prepare to fight her once she came into the ring? Because she would have known, oh, she got me. You know, she's coming for me. Especially if she is the one that did it. And especially legitimately, obviously, had the capability of taking on and fighting Jade. You know, instead she got her ass whooped. Now, it's very much similar to what I've been saying with the, like, Jade and Bianca is the main match that we want to see out of these participants, but we're going to have to wait for that. And we don't know if and when we're going to get that, you know? Also, another thing that I'll say, I probably should have said this from the beginning. If you're a face, tonight kind of proved that you're a bit of a dumbass. We saw it with Cody. We saw it with Naomi in this case. And we kind of saw it with Randy and Sammy. And this is just, again, me overreacting and overthinking. But Randy, you were in that building before, you know, you came out to attack Kevin. You couldn't have helped Sammy win that match or help Sammy beat up Kevin. And we definitely know that Kevin did beat Randy up. With Cody, why the hell you hugging Cena? You already hugged Cena. You already shook hands with Cena. You didn't have to do it again. Especially with The Rock in the ring. Why you turn your back to The Rock? And you got your ass whooped. Again. With Naomi. Like I said, this is why I kind of think she ain't the one to attack her. And again, The other thing, and this is what makes it cool, it makes you think, it makes it interesting. Maybe it's none of the people that I mentioned. It's going to be like a debuted person. It's a very much Rikishi running over Stone Cold thing, where you don't know who it is, and they don't know who it is, and they probably do know who it is, but get the point I'm saying there. Is that it's not any of these people that we are suspecting. And so we get a cool moment out of it, which the one that I just named of Rikishi, Stone Cold, in hindsight probably should have been good, but obviously did not. Was not as transitional or worked out as much as they hoped it would have. Okay, I was hoping that they missed. Alright, back to Cena. I think the main thing, and again, I'm going to continue to think from the standpoint of CM Punk and try to put CM Punk over. The main thing is they've had so many years to turn Cena heel, and they waited till now to do it when... This is the other thing is, like, for the longest time, it was split. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Where now, it seems like a great majority of the time when Cena comes out, everybody's happy to see him. Because we haven't seen him for so long, and we're appreciating him for everything that he's done and will do. Where now, they kind of threw a lot of that out the window, at least for the next 2 months. Because this could be just for this match. I feel with how this moment went, I think it's going to be longer than that. They're going to try to get as much out of it as they can. I don't know. It's something that you really got to think about. I've been thinking about it for the last 3-ish hours. And I just put a microphone in front of my damn face to continue talking about it, you know. But it is an insane moment. It was a big moment. And it is one that a lot of people were talking about. I do think I'd have to, like, go... I don't know. I think more people talk about this than Jey Uso winning the Rumble. I think a lot of people were talking about that as well, that they were heated with that. But I'm kind of... This... I'm not going to say it was needed, but it has helped the road to WrestleMania, because now we got, like, a pivotal moment, a big pushing point for Mania, where last year we had it with that press conference and Cody setting up him versus Roman again, and now with The Rock being involved, like, that was the pivotal moment to get this all started, and it started the Hollywood Rock, where now we have this big pivotal moment, again, a history-making moment, because it's one that we've been waiting to see for the longest time, and now we're on the road to WrestleMania, which, again, the one thing that doesn't help is that we've got, like, an extra 2-ish weeks, because Mania is way later this year, which I'm not the biggest fan of, because it's legitimately the same weekend that the NBA playoffs start. Okay, I'm kind of heated with that. And we're going to get to some damn NBA talk in a minute, because this is the main reason I wanted to make a video, because I'm very salty about the NBA right now. So we'll probably come back to discuss the Cena standpoint in a minute, but it's time for NBA talk. I'm a Grizzlies fan. I say this anytime I talk about the NBA, because, you know, I don't want to sugarcoat it and have people overreact and thinking to it, or, you know, some people just don't know. One thing that you should say is you could anticipate that sometime when people are watching your videos or hearing you talk about some things, that they are a first-time viewer. So I'm a Grizzlies fan. For a team that is a top seed in the West, and I can no longer say the 2 seed for right now, because other teams are starting to pop up. I've seen so much damn negativity this year, and this is me speaking from the heart. Might not necessarily be me speaking from the brain, but from the heart. And it's our majority of the negativity is from our own fan base. I think a lot of, and I'm also mainly speaking from a Twitter side of things, which maybe what would help is putting down Twitter sometimes, but there's moments, like tonight is a moment in history where you need to go and see what other people think about this with the Cena thing. But I was also paying attention to a Grizzlies game that was very head-ass. That is an easy way to describe it because a lot of players were down. We played like a lot of players were down and then started to come back, and people were upset about the previous night, which is understandable because as a game against a top team that we should have won against the Knicks and shit the bed at the end. And I will admit, that game pissed me off. This game pissed me off, but it's also off a back-to-back. It was slightly more understandable in some stuff. Shout out Jared, which the thing I hate shouting out. That sounded terrible. I hate celebrating and putting stuff over in a loss because I feel that a lot of times players have big moments and whatnot, but because they didn't win the game, they don't care. And tonight, last game, he and Ja had it last game against the Knicks, but tonight, Jaren did a lot of great stuff, and I can't even really shout it out because they lost. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But I don't understand why so many people in our own fan base are so negative towards the team and so towards the season and towards everything that is going on. I will admit, I was upset about the trade deadline and trading away Marcus Smart and getting nothing back. Johnny Davis, we had on the team for like 2 weeks. Now, I will admit, Johnny Davis, probably a nice guy and whatnot. I don't know him, but I know what he does on the court, and it's close to nothing. So, I was perplexed by that. Marvin Bagley. I like Marvin Bagley. I ain't seen him play in a minute, and tonight should have been one of those cases where we could see him play, and he didn't play. And the way that they try to present it is like, oh, he's going to have an opportunity. They gave him one. They ain't gave him one. Like, why? What the hell? And I don't understand why we traded Smart to the Wizards, who had Chris Middleton. Now, granted, both Smart and Middleton have been rejuvenized with the Wizards, who are one of the worst teams in the league. Now, I'm only saying one of because I don't know if they're the 14th or the 15th seed in the East, but they're legitimately up there. I don't know their direction. A lot of people, I wanted Middleton. I would have liked Middleton on the team to give us a veteran presence and a guy that has been there, done that, and isn't expiring because we know that a lot of what they cared about is having money for the offseason to pay our guys, which I understand that aspect as well. Why the hell they didn't get Middleton? Why the Wizards wouldn't get? I'm still confused by it, but legitimately, I can't change that now. So I'm throwing that out the window. My main point is I don't understand why so many damn people that are fans of this team are so frustrated. And the main thing that I will say, and again, it's just maybe a case of I need to get off. I can't even really say get off Twitter. It would be social media and TV in general. The Grizzlies aren't contenders this year. The Grizzlies aren't contenders this year. I've seen, in this, I will admit, over the last month, I've seen on TV everywhere and whatnot. But like the last week or so and tonight, the last month or so, mainly tonight and yesterday, the Grizzlies aren't contenders. And it's from our own fan base. It's legitimately from our own fan base. You should be rooting for your team to win. You should be thinking every damn game, even tonight when we're down a bunch of guys, you should be thinking that we can win. You know, if something legitimately got in the way of us and we were just head ass, a la when we had Dylan Brooks on the team and he was shooting us out of games and screwing us and doing shit like that, like freaking, oh hell no. That I'm really pissed now. I'm really pissed. I had it for all of 8 seconds. But my main point is I don't understand why Grizzly fans are so negative towards this team. This stretch, I can understand, but it's legitimately been like this all season. And I'm one of the few people that is just not that route. I try to be the gleam of positivity, but guess what? I ain't that a majority of the times about other things. So why the hell would I be about it with this? It's really bothered me. The main thing, and this is just NBA discourse in general. And again, maybe it's a case of me being salty. If you're going to say the Grizzlies aren't contenders, tell me who is. And I never see, like, this team's a contender, and it is. And here's why. If you're going to say we're not a contender, at least tell us why. If you're going to say we're not a contender, tell me who is then. If you want to say OKC is, I can understand it. They're the fucking 1 seed. You want to say the Celtics and the Cavs are because the Cavs are the 1 seed and the Celtics just won and have the same core. I can understand it. All of this year, and in the West, my thought process has been the Thunder because they're just the 1 seed and are still the 1 seed. The Nuggets because they have the best player in the league and has a guy that has led them to a championship. And I was saying the Mavericks because they just got to the championship and had a championship-level team and made improvements. Now, granted, I was saying that before. Oh, they traded their damn guy. If there's a fan base that should be negative, it's the Mavericks. And I will admit that that has kind of went away because of they've got so many damn injuries over there that they can't even really understand everything that's going on there. But it's like, again, if you're going to tell me the Grizzlies aren't contenders, at least tell me who is and why. And if we're not contenders, tell us why we aren't. And what has sucked is for the last month, I will say the last 2 weeks, everything has been about, well, the Warriors should be taken serious now. The Lakers should be taken serious now. And again, I don't try to watch the NBA shows on ESPN. If I got hired by ESPN one day, y'all could come back to this. But it's just like, a lot of those shows are head-scratching and make you feel dumb. And what I'm about to say is what really pisses. I cut it on NBA Countdown, and most of the time put it on mute or walk out of the room or pay attention to something else. But I'm trying to watch the NBA game that's about to come on. So all I yesterday was the Cavs-Celtics game. And what do they talk about? What's up with Luka and the Lakers? Let's talk about Luka and the Lakers. This is going to be our life for the next 10-plus years, maybe, with Luka being with the Lakers. I very much hate that Luka is with the Lakers. I think a lot of it is just I don't care. I personally just don't care. I want to hear about all 30 teams. I don't want to just hear about the damn Lakers, which for the past month, a majority of the talk has been about the Lakers, and I hate it. I also don't like the idea. And this is an idea. This isn't like actually, but I hate the idea of half-assing, which I feel the Warriors have all year, and now that they're on a stretch, I can't say all year because I'll give them credit. First month they had the ball rolling. Then the ball ended up a bit flat, and now they've got the pump to fix it up, and the pump's named Jimmy Butler. It was just like, for a great majority of the year, they are half-assed and mid. And I'm not just calling them mid. Their own team and players on their team were calling them mid. And I ain't just going to jump on. And it's just, what I want to say is my main discourse. If you're a fan of a team, you should be supporting them until they do something head-ass. If you're a Mavs fan and what they did with trading Luka was head-ass, I can understand criticism. But from the standpoint of the Grizzlies and being a top team all year, we got Jaren Jackson, who is an all-NBA player this year. We've got Ja back, which we legitimately got 9 games of Ja last year. There's not really much for us to be complaining about. Now, when there's stuff to be complaining about, okay, but I feel like this will be the case all year. But the main thing, this is what I was getting back on track to. The NBA discourse, and the main thing that I'm like, the championship is up for grabs. There's not one team that I can, like, for certain say, yes, I anticipate them winning the title. I could understand it last year with the Celtics because they were far away the top team in the East, and by the time they got to the playoffs, all the East teams they played were hurt. And even the case with the Pacers, I could understand because all the teams they played were hurt until they played the Celtics. Whereas right now, the Celtics have had head-scratching ass performances. They legitimately had a lead, a big-ass lead against the Cavs. And, oh, what did they do? They blew it. They lost. They lost that game. Now, what bothers me, and again, this goes back to the damn discourse talk, is like, why are we going to play these games? Because they lost, and immediately, what am I seeing? Well, they didn't have Chris Tapps or Drew Holiday. Why don't we play these games then? Why don't we play these games then? You know? If, like, what we're actually supposed to be analyzing and taking for granted and taking notes on when it matters most, what we're supposed to be watching now ain't going to matter. Like, we just going to be based it off damn theories and whatnot. Which that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want y'all's opinions out there and what y'all say to matter. And at the grand scheme of things, y'all throw so much at the damn wall, something has to stick. I hate it. I hate the NBA discourse at the moment. It's why, I'm not going to say it's the only reason why a lot of my NBA talk the past year has been talking about like trades, and because those are actual things that happen. But I'm not a big fan of it right now. Consider I just keep seeing the same thing over and over again. And I just very much don't know what the hell to expect. And I think that should be the mindset that everybody has. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to have the same opinion, but I don't know what the hell to expect. And I want it to stay that way. I don't know why we're trying to force the Celtics to be this dominant team and want the Celtics to be this dominant dynasty. I hate the fact that they're creating this freaking HBO show to just blow smoke up their own ass. I actually hate it. And I'm a big documentary fan. I feel the Celtics story has been told time and time again that we don't actually need it. Y'all just blowing smoke up your own ass and trying to make yourself seem like the underdog and underappreciated when we see the damn banners you got. We hear the constant y'all been in the playoffs all these damn years in a row and whatnot, and in title contention all these years. We know. I don't think I'm going to learn anything special from a documentary. And if you just want us to be honest, y'all underachieved a lot of damn times. Y'all had a big three and won one title with them. This is just me being a hater right now. What's your name? How about you let me go, bitch? God. Let's go back to talk about fake shit. Let's go to the WWE. Alright. If y'all watching this far, I do have an update for y'all. I love doing my retro reviews. I like doing I don't really love doing anything nowadays. My knee kind of hurts. Everything makes me overthink and whatnot. Saying I love doing something is a bit of an over-exaggeration. But I like doing my retro reviews. Now, I said, and I'm going to repeat this when we get to the actual retro review, that I was going to review a non-WWE show. Now, the reason I did not specify what show I was going to be reviewing is because I didn't know. Now, there was a rumor that I saw that on HBO Max, some of y'all call it Max, but I still call it HBO Max, that AEW will be uploading their entire pay-per-view catalog. And I was like, oh, we could finally dwell into the world of AEW. And I had 3 shows to mind. All Out 2021, Full Gear 2021, and another show. All Out 2021 is what many consider to be the biggest and best AEW pay-per-view. So, at some point, it will obviously be discussed on the channel. Because I'm not going to deny what the opinion that I just gave on it, you know. It's too big of a show to not be discussed. Full Gear 2021 has a lot of underrated and underappreciated things that happen on it, and is the fallout to All Out. And so, you know, you could dwell on some of the All Out stuff and whatnot. So, I kind of forget about some of the things. I'm not going to say I forget about some of the things that happened at Full Gear, but I kind of need my memory refreshed on it a little bit. Let's put it that way. So, I'd like to watch Full Gear. But the show that we're going to actually be reviewing, and I honestly already got a head start on it, is Revolution 2022. Now, here's why. Thing one, not all the damn AEW pay-per-views are on Max. Right now, it is Revolution. It is all of 2019, Revolution 2024, Dynasty 2024, and Double or Nothing 2024, and all the Revolution pay-per-views. So, not all the pay-per-views are on Max right now. So, we're going to be reviewing Revolution 2022. It's legitimately Revolution week. We got Revolution 2025 this weekend. which this next week, because when this is uploaded, it'll be a week from today. So the Revolution predictions will be up on the channel. I already had started watching the 0 Hour / buy-in and started a review and notes for Revolution, and it's a good ass show. So let's just go back and reminisce about what the hell is going on during that time period. So I already got a head start on this review. I'm kind of okay with this decision that I made because of that. So there's that. So after this game, I'm going to be done because I'm pretty tired and just wanted to get some things off my chest. I hate that I talked a lot about my NBA hatred than what's probably in the title of the video, but I feel that so many other people are talking about John Cena turn heel that mine's not really that crazy. I will say some of the takes that I've had, I haven't seen other people have. Like, they had so long to turn him heel, and now that they're doing it, it's pretty insane. It's also like how it's very Justin Timberlake-esque. Like, how, this is gonna mess up the tour. Like, I don't know what the hell we should expect for the rest of this retirement tour whenever, if and when it's taking place, you know? And it's just like, for so long, it was split down the middle of the fans cheering and appreciating, where now the fans were cheering, all the fans were cheering and appreciating, where now that got thrown out the window. And the thing with this, it's just also like, I love that The Rock, like, has shuffled his way into this. We've completely forgot about Rock and Roman and we're now about Cena and Cody, which maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I feel there's probably also something else that I'm forgetting. So if that's the case, I'll comment it down below. But like I said, I'm starting to get tired. So that's why everything's starting to jumble together. So let's concentrate on getting a win. This mode is kind of hard. How many people's here? I'm also going to go through a camera where you can't even see anything. I want a ping in. I can't see anything. Mother lover. Right here. Oh my god, I had it and let it go. I still got it. Okay, I got it. Get away from me. The thing that sucks, you can't really stay in one place. That didn't even push me up all the way. Oh! 5 seconds. I almost said 26. That would have been some BS. Get away from me. There, you can have it now. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting about? We got UFC next weekend. I'll probably talk about it some more during our UFC series. I thought that this was just too big of a night to not do a shoot in the breeze, and I literally started shooting on the freaking NBA. Also liked how robotic Cena, like how evil and robotic Cena looked, if that makes any sense. Like, he gave the face of like, yeah, I'm an asshole now, you know? And it very much, this is gonna get compared to Peacemaker a lot because there is similarities, because the guy that acts as Peacemaker is also named John Cena and looks extremely a lot like John Cena. Also, if y'all looked at his hat, it said Rise Above Hate. He should re-release those t-shirts. Because that's the other thing, like, are they still going to do these retirement, because like so far during his retirement tours, like, had specialized shirts for the cities that he was wrestling in. Are they still going to do that? Are they still trying to sell merch? You know? I know that's kind of a cliche thing to talk about in wrestling, but like, are they still going to try to... That's not really a heel thing to do. But because this is the last chance that they have to do it, are they going to go down that route? You know. Okay. Last thing. So we had the video on the dub. This is definitely getting uploaded. I was quite like when I started going off. I was like, "Am I even going to upload this?" I'll upload it. If y'all get it, y'all get it. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna imagine because their name's in gold that they are a current champion. Where is Raw? Are you shitting me? That fan legitimately came around a couple times and didn't push me at all. And then it pushed me when it had no right to. That's kind of some bullcrap, but it is what it is. So that's it for this return edition of Shooting the Breeze. Got a lot off my chest. Will still have a lot in my brain and on my chest that needs to be taken care of. So taken care of. I don't think that's correct grammar. Taken care of. Taken. I don't know. All right. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm out for now. Bye-bye. Stay safe. All that stuff.